White Ribbon has cut ties with the NRL over its, quote, tone-deaf decision to invite President Donald Trump and UFC boss Dana White to its games in Las Vegas. President Trump has previously been found liable for sexual abuse, while White was filmed assaulting his wife 2 years ago. He was never charged. The domestic violence charity made the league remove any mention of the organisation's historic partnership from their website.
Merinda March is Chief Executive of White Ribbon Australia and is with us now. Merinda, maybe I'll begin with the NRL's response to this. So this is a quote from them. They say, "We're a sport for everyone, for all, and I think sending an invite to the sitting president of this country," that of course is the country that the NRL is about to play in, is appropriate, and that's what we did. And then they point out that they invited Joe Biden last year. Is that fair?
You know what, the NRL is the pinnacle of rugby league in Australia and it has so much influence on sporting clubs. This isn't about politics. This is about calling out poor behaviour and the NRL making sure that those that they invite are of good character and are promoting really good ethics and behaviour for men and boys.
So I understand that point, but I think what they're saying is it's not a character invite, it's an office invite. They're inviting the sitting president of the country that's hosting them, and that's just a reasonable thing to do. Is that not fair?
I think if you looked at the invite was around masculinity and the holding of account to the behaviour that rugby league is a tough men's sport.
Is that not the case though? Can't it be both?
Yeah, I think it can be both, and I think 49% of the fans who are female would actually really say that that needs to be a healthy call out and a healthy call in to men and boys that behave appropriately.
I mean, I'm one of that 49%, like rugby league, that's my footy coat. I bleed maroon and I'm a Brisbane Broncos fan. But Merinda, is this really about who's invited to Vegas, or is this about you wanting to maybe sever a relationship that wasn't working anymore?
Well, we haven't had a relationship for the past 4 years with the NRL. Communicare took over White Ribbon in 2020 and we were made aware that the NRL had White Ribbon still on their website only yesterday. So when we looked at the values and what was happening, we really made the decision that we wanted to absolutely call the NRL to work in with us, but not at the expense of women who are experiencing family and domestic violence and men who want better from their sport.
So in your understanding then, Merinda, this isn't really you leaving a partnership with the NRL because you hadn't had one. So does that mean going forward that you won't be interested in pursuing one, or where does that leave us? Because obviously White Ribbon, these kind of organisations, appear to be things that would be positive overwhelmingly for a code like rugby league.
Absolutely, and we want rugby league to come and work with us. We want to make sure that we are calling men and boys in to actually be able to hold each other to account. We can't do that if we're not working in partnership and that we're not calling out when bad behaviour happens.
Merinda, we really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. Thank you.
Thanks very much.